This first activity is on chapter 1, and the activity is 1-4, and it's switching between applications. So the first thing I need to do is I need to open up Notepad, and I'll try to talk up because I know I talk low. So, and we're going to type a little something on here just so you'll know that what it is. So we've got that on chapter 1. Now we need to open up an Internet Explorer, and we're going to leave Internet Explorer up. And now we need to hold down the Alt key and press the Tab key once. Don't release the Alt key, however. And you'll notice that each running application has an active content displayed in a minimum window, preview window. So if you hit Alt and Tab, you can see all the different things that I have open. Of course, Cam Studios, Notepad, Internet Explorer, and so on. When I press the Tab key repeatedly, it will cycle through all the boxes that are highlighted, all the applications. You can see them cycling through to the different things, and you can pick one or, whichever one you want to do. Now I'm going to release the Alt key, and you'll notice that the Notepad application comes to the foreground, so it's the active application. Another thing that we can do with this is this requires Windows Aero, AERO. It's an interface on your computer, which I happen to have. And you hold down the window key on the keyboard and press the tab once, and don't release the window key. And you can see that now it comes up in a 3D effect as opposed to the regular one. And it's quite simple to scroll through it. You can keep hitting the tab key if you want, or you can use your scroll mouse if you want to scroll through it that way. Either way, it will work to scroll through the windows. And these are a lot easier to see in the 3D effect than it is in the regular. And then all you have to do is just select the one that you want when you're coming through there. Now, I was using the mouse that first time, and now you can see I'm using the tab key, but it doesn't look any different, and you won't be able to see the difference. And so that's the end of the activity for 1-4 in chapter 1. The next activity for chapter 1 is 1-5 that I'm going to be doing, and it's working with Task Manager. Again, I need my notepad up, so I'm just going to leave it up from there. And my Internet Explorer, I want that. And I'm going to put notepad up first. Now, if I right click down here on this taskbar anywhere at the bottom down here, you can see that it says Start Task Manager. And I'm going to select that. And, oops, I hit the wrong one. Sorry about that. So Start Task Manager, which is right here. These are all the applications that I have open. Cam Studios is open, Dell Stage, Overdrive Media, Notepad is open, and Windows Explorer. All of these are open. If you highlight Notepad, you can either come down here and end the task, or you can right click it and end the task, which is what I'm going to do right now. And so I'm going to say end task, and it's going to come up and say, are you sure you want to end this task? And yes, I'm going to say yes. Now, if I decided that I want that task back, I can either go to my start menu and go through there, or I can hit new task, and I've already typed Notepad, say OK, and Notepad will come back up, and you'll see that it's here again. This is your process window right here. If you hit the process window, these are all the processes that you have running. You can sort them by image name, which is usually one of the best ways to sort it. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger here. You can see that how much memory the stuff that I'm using is. Internet Explorer, of course, is going to be the big one. You can see there's a couple of those. They always have that. They have the exec 32 and the exec. Here's your notepad that's running. It's not really taking up much of anything. Cam Studios is running, and you can do all of that. If you want to, you can show processes from all users, which, considering I'm the only user, it really looks just the same. Um, and then we're going to go back here, and um, you can see the users, and I'm the only one. You can also go into the networking uh, button. It doesn't tell you a lot, but it tells you a little bit. The performance, whether it's running good or running bad, how much physical memory. This will tell you a few things about your computer. And these are services that run. And you can also set the affinity or set priority. Um, from any of these. If you go back to applications, you right click, oops, sorry, processes. We have to go to processes. And we're going to go to Notepad again. And we're going to right click it. And you can see you can set your priority. I don't want to change it from normal, but you can change it if you want to. You can also set your affinity, which is which processors are allowed to run Notepad. I'm not going to change this one either, but you could if you only wanted it to run off of one processor. And so that is the end of that. And to close out, you just X out of that, and you'll be back to your Windows Notepad or whatever that you have. So that's my first one.